taking bets with myself on whether or not Ellen is already pregnant with Jamie. It's Friday, which means there's a new episode of Blood of My Blood. So grab a bevy and settle in. It is time for another savvy debrief. The emotional commitment that's been required to get to the point that we're at in these 8 episodes has been a lot. That being said, I feel like this has been the best episode yet of the series. I can imagine it was a lot to have this many actors working on the same day, but it was really nice to have a more concentrated story. There is nothing that could have prepared me for the instruments that they wanted to use on Ellen, because why did they actually look like torture devices? I feel like our characters are getting to the point where they understand and respect the rules of the current century, because obviously they know they can't just do things on a whim. Julia and Henry instantly running away is going to take some planning. But I have to say, the reunion between Henry and Julia did feel a little anticlimactic. I don't know if I just needed more or if it felt like they just stood there staring at each other for too long. I expected it to feel a little bit more amped up. Felt so bad for Ellen this week, and she absolutely crushed it in her scenes, just living in that terror and fear of what might happen, but also just how violated she felt and how disrespected she was in that moment. She felt like she had so much power at the beginning of the season, and in that moment you can tell she truly feels stripped of it. I have stopped mentally counting the number of times I wish somebody would run over Archibald with a carriage. That being said, I'm curious to see the cliffhanger that we end this season on. Lord Lovett was still alive in Jamie and Claire's time, if I remember correctly, so getting away from him and having this whole different family is going to be interesting to see. 2 more episodes until the season finale, and then I'm sure we will do a rewatch. So if you're interested in seeing more Blood of My Blood content, make sure you're following along.